We're in the stands to help celebrate the opening here of Daytona Rising and the Daytona 500 on Fox. Martin Truex Jr. Well, he's had quite a comeback story. He's come a long way from his dad's fishing boat in New Jersey, overcoming the odds to win 3 races with Daytona on his target list next. And along the way, some dramatic change in his life. His girlfriend had to fight for her life. Here's Danielle Trotta with their story. Danielle?
Yeah, Chris, it's been a long, tough road for Truex recently away from the racetrack. 18 months ago, his longtime girlfriend, Sherry Pollex, was diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer at just 34 years old. They've shared their grueling battle publicly to raise awareness for the disease, but it's away from the racetrack privately where they find peace and perspective in their own backyard.
It ended up being a place where I could just go and kind of get away from everything and read my book and just sit on the water. I had a lot of days out there thinking, this too shall pass. It's a rough time now, but life goes on, it gets better. It's tough to tell yourself that when you're going through it, but I think it helped. It was just so peaceful for me.
When did you get a sense that something just wasn't right?
Well, I mean, I had not been feeling well for probably about 3 or 4 months, I would say.
When they first said it, it was like, you know, that word, cancer, it just, you know, she's so healthy and, you know, she's 35 and takes really good care of herself. And it's like, how did this happen, you know? It just floored me.
Ovarian cancer is weird. It's kind of like if you pick up a handful of sand and you threw it at somebody's body and it just plants little seeds everywhere. So when they opened me up, they found a lot more cancer than they thought they would.
Okay, what do we do? You know, what's the next step? How do we
fight it?
How do we fight it?
I wanted our life to still be normal. I didn't want to change everything just because I was going through cancer.
You competed for the championship while you were going through the toughest moment of your life.
My perspective changing helped me tremendously. I wasn't focused on if we have a bad day, our season's over and it's the end of the world. I knew there was more important things to deal with. I was proud that she had something to be looking at and saying, hell yeah, we're doing good. Both of us are doing good.
I've been waiting 10 years for him to be able to run for a championship. We were kind of due for some good karma. I'm watching him do his burnout, his fist pump when he got out of the car. We waited so long for this moment, and it happened right in the middle of like the biggest personal battle we've ever had to overcome.
A couple days before you battled for the championship in Homestead, you had one of your last chemo treatments.
When you go through chemotherapy, you get to ring a bell at the end of your treatment. It's a huge deal at the hospital. I'm in remission. The possibility is that I'll probably have to fight it some other time, but I'm not gonna let cancer rob me of the joy I could be having in my life right now.
In 2007, you started the Martin Truex Foundation together.
It gives me chills when we talk about it. Somehow, we naturally gravitated towards pediatric cancer.
Teaching kids how to battle this disease, and then we turned around and had to show them how tough we were. We naturally are now gonna progress into doing some stuff for ovarian cancer. We partnered with OVA1, and it's a diagnostic test for women that can help them detect ovarian cancer early so that we can help other women so that they don't go through what we've been through. I'm not angry that I ended up with this disease. The one blessing I think that cancer gives you is perspective on life. Every day you wake up, you just are like, gosh, this day is such a gift. We're still here. We're winning.
They sure are. Martin and Sherry recently celebrated their biggest win together. You heard Sherry say she was ringing that bell. That was 5 weeks ago. She had her last cancer chemo treatment, and we're thrilled to say Sherry is cancer-free. They've dedicated their lives to raising awareness for ovarian cancer. Early detection can help save women's lives by up to 80%. For more information, go to martintruexjrfoundation.org. Chris, it's great to see how NASCAR Nation has really wrapped their arms around Martin and Sherry.
Mike, and I've seen that firsthand. Thanks, Danielle. And Daryl, you can't help but root for those two.
Two of the kindest, sweetest, caring, giving people in the garage area. One thing that really touched my heart, his car owner, Barney Visser, when all this was going on, he said, Martin, you go home and take care of Sherry. Your ride will be here when you get back. That's how people feel about Martin. He's a great guy. Glad to see where they are right now. She's better, and so is he.